Hey guys, it's the King. Welcome back to another Clash Royale video. But first I want to wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving, with Thanksgiving only being a few days away. Now with Christmas and New Year's right around the corner, I wanted to do this card concept video because I thought it would be very cool to add a little bit of holiday flair to the cards themselves. And because I know you're going to have holiday wishes, before we get started with this video, please smash that like button for your chance to have some luck at getting the cards that you want and need in the next week. So we just had Halloween, and the first card I want to show you is really my Halloween concept. Sorry it's a little bit late, but it's here now. It's, yes, the zombie. This is actually a level 5 zombie, a legendary card, and it reads, "This undead creature has a virus waiting to be unleashed on all opponent troops in his path. This virus causes them to turn on their owner's troops and buildings." The concept here is, when he dies, he will infect your opponent's troops with the zombie virus, causing them to turn on their own owner, the buildings, the troops, and everything else. So his troops become your troops. So not only is his death damage infection, but it would do an insane amount of damage to the tower and ground troops. For 3 elixir, this would be an awesome card. Your opponent's troops would still do the same amount of damage that they would do to you, only to him. Now I think because he is a zombie, it would be cool for him to start off slow and gain speed, just like the Prince and Dark Prince, since those are the only troops in the game right now that have that feature. It'd be great to have another troop that could do that as well. Now the zombie might be overpowered, but I would love to see this card implemented in the game in some way or fashion. Now moving on to our next card, and keeping in the spirit of Thanksgiving, we have the Splash Turkey. The Splash Turkey would be an epic card costing 6 elixir, and it reads, "This turkey isn't coming for Thanksgiving. He fires his feathers with the range of the princess, but in every direction. He is the hunter now." He would have the range of the princess at 9, and also target air and ground. Guys, how cool would it be to have a troop that fires in all directions, the front, the back, and both sides? You could drop this troop at the bridge, do damage to their tower, and still defend if there are troops behind him. He would have a decent amount of hit points at 615 to start off with at level 1. So he really wouldn't be a tank, but he would be a decent troop that wouldn't die so easily. And at 6 elixir, for an epic card, this would be well worth it. So while you're sitting eating your turkey dinner this Thanksgiving, think about this card and how cool it would actually be. Now moving on to our next card, with Christmas right around the corner, I thought it would be really cool to put Santa Claus in the game, only his name in the game would be just Claus. A rare card at 7 elixir, and it reads, "Santa Claus is bringing his toys. This year, his bag full of toys is dealing massive damage." He would be a tank card, just like the Giant, the Royal Giant, or the Golem. Starting off at 2,435 hit points, damage would be 150, area damage would be 275, his crown tower damage 185. He would move at medium speed, his range would be 5, hit speed would be 2.0 seconds, which would not be too bad. Now the way he would deal his damage would be to swing his bag full of toys and hit the opponent's troops with it and the towers with it as well. Personally, guys, I think this would actually be very hilarious to see, and it would be a very, very cool card to use in the game. And maybe even if it's just for the Christmas season, that would be a very cool thing for Supercell and Clash Royale to implement into the game. Now moving on to our last card, it is a legendary card, and it is the King. This is a card that a lot of people have talked about in the past and have actually wanted in the game. 4 elixir for this legendary. He would be a medium tank at 1,200 hit points. His damage would be 150. Crown tower damage would be 158. His area damage would be 263. His hit speed would be 1.5 seconds. His range would be 5. And this guy would target air and ground, just like he does when he is actually in the King Tower. So this card reads, the king has come to fight. When in a crowd, he will punch the ground, causing them to spread out like a fireball and doing damage the same way. A lot of people have talked about an earthquake spell, and this would actually kind of be the same thing. It would actually be cool if when he did hit the ground and did damage to the troops, if he also stunned them at the same time. This would allow him to get extra hits in on your opponent's troops and deal more damage. Guys, if you liked any of these cards today and thought that they could fit in the game, or thought that they were actually kind of cool, maybe a card that you actually really want in the game, please leave those comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, share this video, and most of all, guys, as always, most importantly, be well.